certainly is. It's 7 minutes to 7. One for all the tradies listening up this morning and our building friends on all the building sites around town. Rebecca Casson is the CEO of the Master Builders Association of Victoria. She joins us on the line this morning. Go, Rebecca.
Good morning, Eddie. Morning, Darth. How are you doing this morning?
Going very well. Now, Rebecca, let's go through this. A lot of people asking what is the go with people on building sites at the moment in relation to COVID-19. Can you just take us through what are the safety aspects that everyone has? Because we had people ringing through the other day saying their young son is 19, he's an apprentice, he's a bit frightened going onto the site or not being able to sort of argue back against what's going on. Have we got enough hygiene in there? What's the protocol getting into lifts, etc., etc.? What have you got for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to take you through that this morning. But firstly, if you allow me, I just want to give a big shout out to all of our wonderful members out there, the mum and dad builders, the big builders, the subcontractors, the wonderful tradies, the suppliers, the manufacturers, the apprentices and many others, both here and in Melbourne, and of course out there in our wonderful regions. Look, we recognise the great work that you're all doing in some very challenging circumstances. You've already mentioned, Eddie, and I want to reassure you all that the world might have changed, but Master Builders Victoria's commitment to you all remains the same. Now, Eddie, Darth, we do recognise the substantial cultural change that everyone in our industry has to make due to this pandemic. And of course, our priority has to be the safety of our industry and our community. And as your listeners would know, the building sites out there are really very complex. And we know that social distancing and other changes are slowing work down. Everyone is adapting. There's lunchrooms being adapted and lifts being adapted. And everyone, including workers and subcontractors and managers, I know, are used to completing building projects as efficiently as possible. But, we're very sure that at this stage, slow work is better than no work.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
It wasn't the Academy Awards there, Rebecca. We weren't orchestrating you on the way out.
Midway through. It's a very important chat to have, Rebecca, because so many of the tradies do listen to our show on Triple M's Hot Breakfast, and there's this, I suppose, balance going on, isn't there, Rebecca, around we want safety first. We need to make sure that we get on top of this as a community. But if we could keep the construction industry going at the same time, and I look around, there's renovations going, there's cranes up in the sky still, and no traffic on the road. So a bit of an opportunity. I see the City of Melbourne are also relaxing some of their rules an hour earlier and an hour later as well to try and get some efficiencies done. So people are coming together, Beck, at the moment.
That's right, and a big shout out to the City of Melbourne, Sally Capp and Justin Hannay for their leadership on that. The building construction industry is having to adapt to a very rapidly changing environment in this unprecedented situation. It's great to see that Victoria's leading local government authority is doing the same. So the city has gone the extra mile to relax those working hours, to wait streamline the application process and commit to having an answer back to builders within 24 hours. And we've also partnered with the UDIA Victoria, Danny Hunter and her team, to write to the Municipal Association of Victoria to request that process be adopted across all councils. Now, it's really important what you said just then, Darth, because, we want to safeguard jobs and families. And every day that we keep building sites open is another day that we keep thousands of people in work, your listeners, those wonderful tradies out there, and all of their families financially secure. And there are many reasons that our state is the envy of the world to live in. And the work of everyone in our industry is a massive part of that.
Now, Rebecca, some have called it an unholy alliance, but I think that it's absolutely a necessity at the moment, and that is the Master Builders and the CFMEU have actually worked out things together. There's a lot of commonality now between the unions and the bosses, if you like, to get these things going, keep people in work.
Yes, and this is probably a bit controversial, and I know that you two are not unfamiliar with controversy, but let me put it right out there. Master Builders Victoria has taken a leadership position on this to cooperate with the CFMEU. Right now, everyone in our country is being asked to work together for a whole range of reasons, either to stay inside, to socially isolate, what we might not agree with the unions on could be a range of things. However, we absolutely agree that our industry must continue to do our bit, both for the health and economic crisis that we all face. So Master Builders Victoria's purpose is about building a better future. And it's absolutely right that we set aside our differences right now for what is a far greater cause.
Well, we look forward to when it's all over, you and Johnny Setka sitting down for dinner somewhere, maybe in a nice finished restaurant that's just been knocked over there, Rebecca. So good luck. Hey, Rebecca, thanks for coming on this morning. As I said, the building industry just does a power of work right throughout Victoria at the moment, particularly on all the sites that we see. We have a lot of callers coming through. It is so important that we are able to keep the economy going as best we possibly can. And good luck to you and your members. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, and I hope that you're all staying safe and keeping well and learning to navigate this new and unpredictable landscape. And to all of our members out there and anyone else who's up early on site, these are challenging times for all of us, and we're here to see you through this. And don't forget that you can also access Incolink and Beyond Blue and Mason Construction that offers a range of wellbeing services to workers in the construction industry.
Thanks to Rebecca Casson, CEO of the Master Builders of Victoria. An update there on what's happening on our building site. 7 o'clock news up next.